everyone, how's it going? This is gonna be the first video of my deep dive cut flower garden tour. On the left side is my cottage garden, which I also grow cut flowers. And in front of that garden, I have this island to separate between the living area and the cut flower production area. And in the middle is wildlife garden, which I also cut the flowers for my bouquets, and behind that is the greenhouse. And on the right hand side, behind the island, is my production cut flower garden. And we are going to the cottage garden first. And say hi to the gnomes. Hello gnomes. This is the new garden bed that I just created to grow more cut flowers. For now, I grow annual flowers, and this is Hydrangeas. It's like a mixed variety that I get the seedling from my flower friend. I post on the video at the earlier of the year. And this is annual flux flowers. But Choco Ball and Choco Chip keep eating it. And here we go. This is Dahlia, Joey, Winnie. They're so pretty. Oh, and this is Dahlia breakout. Look how beautiful it is. So pretty. Oh my god, someone is trying to eat my dahlia too. Look. Oh, Choco Ball, so bad. The Hydrangeas, I grow them pretty close to each other. You can see here it's just about 4 inches or 3 inches. Look. And they are doing just fine, and I didn't pinch them at all. For the dahlia, I give them a lot of space because, you know, the more space they get, the better air circulation. And better air circulation, that means, you know, they will be more healthy and have less disease. But if you don't have the space, you know, you can go a little closer. I go about 1.5 foot. Next to the dahlia, I have cosmos, and they are so pretty. This is apricot lemonade. And cosmos need a lot of space in between. You can see I give them like almost 2 feet between the plant, because I want to make sure that they are healthy, because cosmos for cut flowers can be a little demanding. Next to the cosmos, I have the Zinnia mixed with the sunflowers. Holy moly, look at that, and the bees. For Zinnia, it depends on the variety. For this variety, I give them about 1 foot in between the plant, because I want to make sure that they get a lot of space. And the reason is because the bigger the variety, the more space they need. This is Zinnia Binary Giant. It's really big, guys. Look at this one. This is also Binary Giant. And next to this row, it is the entrance to my cottage garden. In front of my cottage garden, I have the poppy seed head. This is clematis. And on that side, it just mixes up everything. This is calla lily. Astuby. And more calla lily right there. Let's cap hydrangeas. And here's my cottage garden. I name it cottage garden because I just, plant so many kinds of flowers in this garden, and I have no plan, no design at all. Just, grow them here and there just to grow them and to just follow my heart. And that is the idea of cottage garden. You just grow so many kinds of flowers, so many colors. It's gonna be colorful, it's gonna be whimsical. There's very minimal structure or plan or design. Right here I have the Solomon seal, which I use a lot in my bouquet. And next to it is the hoster. I can use the flowers too. And they are underneath this variegated maple. Some of the leaves are variegated, but some of them are not variegated. I don't know why. If you know, let me know in the comment. Underneath this tree, it's like a combination of shade-loving plants. And next to it, it's getting more sun. I plant echinacea there. And also the daylilies, which was popular about 20 years ago, I think. And the previous owner of the house have so many varieties of the daylilies. I have that black one. I have, that's tiger lily yellow one. Also that double daylily, the orange one. And on this side, I have the Japanese spirea here. I use, both the foliage and also the flowers. And this is clematis. They're done, but I can use the seed pot too. And this is what I grow in this spot, the straw flowers. They are so wonderful. This is the first time that I grow the giant variety. And I really take care of them this year. And they're so beautiful. Behind that is peony. And next to it is panicle hydrangea. I think it's little lamb from Proven Winner. And here is celoteas blooming, images, autumn sedum joy. And this is the balloon flowers. They start look like a little balloon like that. Then they keep like growing to be a bigger balloon. And then they blast out to be like a, star-shaped flower. So interesting. This is Snapdragon Madame Butterfly. I think it's called bronze pink with white. I am going to grow this again. Look at the color. And I have more queen antlers right here. You guys, if you harvest the queen antlers, be careful. Don't let the pollen touch your skin because sometimes you can have allergic reaction to it. This is salvia. It's just a landscape plant, but I can use for my bouquet too. And back on this side, I have the yarrow. So many colors here. The echinacea really, make this garden so colorful. I have charter daisy. I cut this for my bouquet. A lot for my Instagram. I want to show you this one. This is a disease echinacea. You can see they're supposed to look like this, but they have the disease. Now they have some green on it. It's kind of cute. I think I'm gonna use it for my bouquet, but I think I have to take this plant out pretty soon. More charter daisy on this side, more daylily. Next to it, finally, I have the yellow echinacea blooming. So pretty. This is Clarkia. They're done. This is double daylily that I'm talking about. So pretty. I take a lot of them out because they can be aggressive too. But look at them, they're so pretty. I keep some of them because it reminds me of the previous owner of the house. This is So pie wheat. And right here, this is basil, aromato, or aromato. I use for my bouquets too for the smell. Garden frogs. That's pretty, right? And that is my succulent shelf. Not so much going on this side. Again, guys, choco ball and choco chip keep eating my stock flowers. Look, they're supposed to be stock flowers, beautiful, but they keep eating it, so that's okay. Look at the panicle hydrangeas. They are so cute. And you know, they start from white like this, like pure white, and then once they age, they start the pink from the bottom flowers. Then it's gonna get more and more and more pink until the whole bloom become like very pink. See, this one start getting so pink. And that's the end of my cottage garden. Actually, no, I have dahlia right there. Let's go there. I think I want to show you my landscape plan a little bit. This is the cottage garden, right? And that is the vegetable garden. And in front of the vegetable garden, I have the greenhouse. The reason I go the vegetable, the reason I put the vegetable garden there because, you know, it's vegetable garden is not always pretty, so I can hide it behind the greenhouse. So if I keep walking on my cottage garden, and then I turn right, I'm going to this vegetable garden. And this is the view from the very back of the garden. And this is like the pathway that I purposely make it very narrow like this. So look like the garden is very big and interesting and complicated. If I keep walking, I'm going to the front of the greenhouse and then hit the pole. But the reason I'm here because I want to show you my dahlia. This is Dahlia Tempest, one of my favorite dahlia. I used to grow a lot of dahlia in this space, but I think it doesn't get enough sunlight from this spot. And that because of this tree. It's a native cottonwood tree. It's very pretty, very big, and it's, you know, a home, a shelter for the wildlife in my garden, from the birds, for the insects. Anyway, guys, the dahlias that I grow in this spot, although they don't get like 8 hours of sunlight, but they still bloom a little bit. Not as prolific as the other side, but beautiful. And that's Japanese beetle. They were very bad. Have to get rid of them. And see, he eating the flowers. And here, it look like this. Oh, don't eat me! Oh, 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 he tried to bite me. All right, this is one of, this is another favorite dahlia. This is Dahlia Tempest. So pretty. They're very prolific and they are so easy to arrange in a bouquet because you see the stem is very strong and the flower facing upright. That means when you put in the bouquet, flower will not flop, you know. And just want to show you this one. I got this echinacea from my local nursery store. Aren't they cute? They're like fluffy in the middle, you know. I love it. Uh-oh, are they getting disease too? Oh my gosh. And this is lace cap hydrangea, which is my favorite. My hydrangeas. Looking, oh, this one's so big. Look at how big it is. Oh, this is so big. It flopped too. If you guys growing hydrangea and wondering when is the best time to harvest it. Look in the middle of the flowers. You know, if the stem like of the flowers, right? You see the purple here? Yeah, if it's still like wimpy, like floppy, you know, I would leave it a little while until I think it's until it's get like sturdy like this. If you see in the middle of this hydrangeas, hold on. You see it's sturdy. If you touch it and it's not moving, hold on. If you touch it and if it's like, you know, feel like harder and sturdier, you can harvest the hydrangea and it's gonna last so much longer than the wimpy one, you know, when it's like tender like that. Let's go back to our little path. On this side of the path, I grow a lot of flowers that don't like heat. The reason is because they get protection from this maple tree, from the, you know, afternoon strong hot sunlight. And I grow here is the blueberry. They don't I think they can handle sun, but it's better not a lot of sun. This is Canterbury Bell, which is like spring flowers. They're still blooming because they are protected from hot sun in the afternoon or at noon time. Also calendula, you know, they are spring flowers. They don't like heat, so I grow it here. In the front row of it, it will receive a lot of sun from that sky. I mean, that side of the sky, you know, the sun will shine here. So they are pretty happy here. And now we back to the very front of my cut flowers garden. Let me grow it here. Now let's go to the second row of the cut flower garden. So in front of me is the wildlife garden, and I purposely grow a lot of wildflowers that I can use for my bouquet, like this coreopsis. The yarrow is done, but I used it for my bouquet a lot. Sweet William, they are done too. Zinnias, sunflowers. Also, this is like a native kind of echinacea. I think you see they're taller. They're not as bright as the other echinacea, and the petals kind of, you know, kind of drop like a cone like this. That's why they call cone flowers. In comparison to this one, which is I think different variety, they're more like compact. You know, they are built, I mean, they are hybridized for landscape. They're more compact and they, you know, more colorful, I think. Next, I have the zinnias. Just pop up here. Verbena bernarensis. They can be aggressive too, but they not so difficult to control. This is bee balm. It's a true native flowers in New Jersey, and the smell is so good. And you can see the bee right there. Hello, baby. Hello, 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 baby. Baby, stay, just stay. Baby, just stay. He's bum bum. On the other side, it's the same way, including fountain grass. This is ornamental, I think Carlsy rose grass. They're so pretty. I use for my bouquet as well. Cone flowers, just all the same. And then the next section, I have the rose garden, and they are kind of done, you know, because this is summer. They're not gonna bloom a lot again until fall. For now, you know, just keep deadheading them so they will bloom again in fall, and I'm gonna feed them even more. In front of me is, why I have to tell you, it's pretty obvious it's a greenhouse. and they have a lot of vegetables on it. This is cilantro guy, but I can use for my cut flower as well. It's, it's so good. And a lot of my customers, request edible flowers because they wanna decorate the sheet platter. And this is the perfect edible flowers. If you are new to my channel, my name is Crane. I live in New Jersey, Tyndall Falls, Zone 7A. And I grow a lot of cut flowers, especially in this section that I am doing the tour right now in this video. But I also grow a lot of cut flowers, in the other section of my property, in the other gardens, beside these gardens. And I mean, if you interested to see more, I have a lot of videos on my YouTube channel already, and I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for still hanging out with me right now. And now we back to the very front of the garden again. Let's go back to the front. All right, now we at the front again. We have done that side, we have done the middle. Now let's go to the right side, which is my production cut flower garden. Let's go right to the front row. This is sunflowers. If you would like sunflowers to produce bigger bloom, space them pretty far away from each other like this. But if you like a smaller bloom, just plant them very close to each other. This is China Aster. They're not doing so well because I didn't take a very good care of them this year. This is Billy Ball. They're not ready yet. The next row I have, not echinacea, is yarrow. But this is a specialty cut flowers variety. I think it's called something berries. So cute. So cute. I am going to grow them again, and they are very good at dry flowers. This is my field. A lot of people ask about field because I put them on my Instagram, and my Instagram go viral because of the field because they are so pretty. But they are done, and I cut them back in the ground, and you can see here I just put the stem, back in the garden, but I don't put on top of the flowers. The reason I put them on top of the garden because they will keep moisture in the garden, and also they will become eventually compost. This is my poppy patch, which is kind of done, and then I just cleaned it up. Some of them that's already done, and I plant this celosia, which is like a fall flowers. And that is another trick for cut flower garden. When you design a space for spring flowers like poppies, like ranunculus, like tulips, plan to have some fall flowers growing in that space because about in like late May or early June, the flowers gonna be hit by the heat in the summertime, and then the poppy gonna be gone, ranunculus gonna be gone, and that's when you can use that space for fall flowers like celosia, like marigold. On the next row, I have this beautiful Zinnia Queen. I think they changed the name to Queenie Lamb, and this is Queenie Lamb Peach or Queenie Lamb Orange. They are my favorite Zinnia ever in the whole wide world. And you can see here, I grow so many kind of flowers, in one row and mix them together. But for this Zinnia Queen, I just aside just one whole row for them because I love them so much. Because the bicolor of them, how full they are. And some of them produce, this shape. Some of them produce like a ball, fluffy shape like that. And they have that pink center. Then the greeny, in the middle. And then, whatever color they are. And look at this one, unbelievable. I don't know what this is. Oh, It has like yellow in the middle and then like pink, on the edge of the petals. So pretty. And I grow them, I think almost 1 foot between the plant. Okay. And they are pretty happy. However, I think I'm gonna thin them out. Like this stem, It's not gonna make it, so I'm gonna take it out. So they can get more air circulation, Like this stem, why we have it here. The dead leaves. In the same row of the Zinnia queens, I tuck in some regular Zinnias in between, each Zinnia queenie lamb. Because at the end of the season, I will harvest the seeds. I will collect the seeds of these zinnias. And I hope that the baby bees, the bumblebees, the insect, they cross-pollinate between this variety and this variety and give me new varieties that's like cuter. Oh, look at this one. This is Zinnia Queens too. You can see here, some of them look like that, which is very cute. And this is cute too. Just different kind. And after the Zinnia, I have these straw flowers. Pretty. Guys, I am losing the sunlight. I will continue this tour tomorrow morning, but you don't have to worry. Just stay here, okay? It's just gonna be like this for you, okay? You ready? Hold on. Guess what? Since you're gonna stay overnight with me, let's do the bouquet together. These are the flowers that I cut from the garden. Gonna start with this scented geranium and the mint because it's gonna be the foundation of my bouquet. Maybe snapdragons, Rebecca, Dahlia. Oh, I forget this. Queen Anne lace, China aster, Cosmos, Lysianthus, Scabiosa. Oh my goodness, so cute. And the last is bunny tail. And here we go. Gonna adjust the height a little bit so it show more. This dahlia should show more. Ta-da! Good morning. Let's continue our garden tour. Next to the Zinnia row, I have this wildlife cut flower garden. It is an original garden of these two wildlife garden. I divided a lot of flowers from this bed and then put in the two new bed. I have scented geranium. This smell very good and I put in my bouquets. It's gonna help the bouquet smell very good. Echinacea, and again I'll show you, this one has the disease. I don't know what kind of disease it is, but it's still pretty. So I think I'm gonna dig it out, this clump too. I have some ornamental grass right there, Verbena bonarensis, and this tall flower guy is Rudbeckia maxima. I got it about 2 years ago, and then I keep multiplying them, and they're so wonderful. And you can see the bird love the flowers so much, especially the goldfinch. They keep eating whatever on this. I think it's the seed on these flowers. And next to it, the white flower is Queen Anne lace. And the very last one is some kind of sunflowers. I forget the name. I'll put in the description. Look at it. Oh my gosh. And it's so tall. And right next to this wildflower cut flower garden, I have the status. You guys can see I plant the status pretty close to each other because I oversaw them, and there's a lot of weed in this garden. I have to work on it. Status can be a little tricky. When it gets too hot, the flowers, become like that instead of full and fluffy like this. I don't know why. If anyone knows, please let me know in the comment. Snapdragon. Look at this one, so pretty. And here we go, guys. My Dahlia garden bed. So pretty. Wow, look at this. And this is one of my favorite Dahlia. It's recommended by a lot of flower farmers. This is called Dahlia Marn. You can see the stem, right? It's very straight. I mean, Dahlia stem always straight. But the flower is like upright, just like Zinnias. And it's very easy to, manage in a bouquet. And another favorite Dahlia is this golden scepter. Again, it's manageable. But you can see this one. See, the flower is not so upright. Not like that one. And at the end of this cut flower garden, next to my woodland garden, and I always tuck in cut flowers, in my flower border, not just in my production cut flower garden like this lily. So pretty. The daisy. Oh boy. So this is the view behind my cut flower production garden. And this is my favorite Dahlia, blackout. So pretty, and it has the interesting color, like very burgundy dark color, which pretty unusual, in the flower world. This one is something bronze, maybe. Oh, so pretty. That's one different. This is my white Dahlia. I think it is called Blizzard or something. You see, the reason I am not a big fan of white Dahlia is that they they show, all the sign of insect damage. Yeah, right there. Oh, come on. Oh, don't eat my Dahlia. Guys, I have insects everywhere in my garden. I love them except, this invasive species. This is Chinese lanternfly. Oh my god, they're so bad. And they kill trees. This is Japanese beetle. They are also invasive and they, destroy my Dahlia. I learned from growing dahlias that the Japanese beetle, they love the light color flowers. So my strategy is to always diversify everything in my garden. I always plant so many varieties of one flowers, like Zinnia, Dahlias, so many colors and next to each other. So I will sacrifice some of the plants in my garden to the insect, and then they will leave some flowers left for me, to use in a bouquet. Just like this garden. You see, they attack my white pale color Dahlia so bad. You see the petals. But they leave, the darker color like this pink or the black one right there, or the darker one right here. In the very front of this row, I have this wonderful Sahara Black Eyed Susan. I love them so much. They they last very long. This is one packet of the same flowers. They just have this range of color, so different in each plant and each flowers. You see, this one has like yellow, more yellow. This one has more pink peach. This one has more burgundy color, and this one just so pretty, just so pretty. And in the very front, I have this corkcomb scabiosa. They are done. I mean, I should harvest, the seed pod when they look like this. There's a star on top of, the little thing. I don't know how to describe it, but this is way too done. So I have to harvest this very soon for dry flowers. And next to this row, I have this patch of snapdragons. I planted so many snapdragons, to be honest with you, and I don't have the time to harvest them or dry them. So I think I'm going to cut this all back very soon. I have the other kind of snapdragons next to this kind. And this is the Zinnia that self-seed from last year. And more snapdragon right there. I think it's too much. This is another kind of scabiosa. It's called Oxford Blue. They're just so pretty. But that's my favorite. The pink one. And next to this scabiosa and snapdragon row is Zinnias and Dahlia. At the very front, I have this Cinderella Zinnia. They're supposed to look like this on every single flowers. Look so cute, oh my gosh. But for some reason, some of them will become like single like that, which is okay, it's still cute. Let me find the perfect. This is probably the perfect one. They're supposed to look like this. It's worth it, guys, to grow this. Although, about 90% of them will not produce the double flowers head. Next to it, I have Oklahoma Zinnias. They're so cute. And something yellow, I forget. And that is Lilliput Zinnias. This guy are so cute too. I mean, if I put in my bouquet, it's gonna look like a little dot, which is make my bouquets more interesting. And I have this, it's probably cross-pollinated. I don't know, it's very unique color. And next to the Zinnia, I have Hunger Dahlia. A lot of people don't know what this flower is. It is Dahlia, guy, and it's so interesting. It has the unique shape that is very difficult to find. That's why I grow this one. And this is Dahlia Tempest. So pretty. Oh. Milena Fleur. I just love this Dahlia so much. This is the third time that I grow them. I mean the third year that I grow them. They have very strong stem. Very strong stem. And the color is like crazy. Because when it's hot, the color can be like, brownish, yellowish, and very pale peach like that. Okay. When it's colder, it can be like more pink, and when it's like cold in late fall, they're gonna become like pink, but has some side of apricot and salmon. Just wanna show you if you grow dahlia from seed, they're gonna look like this. Okay, they are cute, but they're not gonna last super long like the double dahlia that I grow from tubers. This flower bloom. You see like the mother plant, and then it has like a baby, pop up next to it. So cute. Next to this dahlia row, I have this is cosmos. That's just regular cosmos, and this is a cupcake cosmos. So pretty. They're not doing so well because this spot they don't get a lot of sunlight because of this tree and also because of that tree again. They are doing okay right there, but they would love to be on that spot, which has like a lot of sunlight during the daytime. I have more status right here. They overdue, guys. You see the brown? That means they kinda done here. You see the brown? Yeah. So I should, do something with them very soon, maybe tomorrow. And this is Rudbeckia that self-sown from last year in this spot. Next to this row, I have the foxglove. This is new variety and they rebloom. Okay, the first time they bloom like this tall, and the second flush they bloom like shorter and shorter, but I can still use for my mason jar bouquet. This is wheat. I think it's called crest. I can use this for my bouquet too, although it's a weed. Very pretty. And this is some kind of specialty foxglove. They are so pretty and they develop for cut flowers. Cornflowers. This garden bed used to be full with flowers in early spring because I grow a lot of spring flowers like this cornflowers. In spring it's like this tall and it's so full. Now they are in the transition to the fall flowers, and I just plant this amaranthus right here. They're gonna bloom in fall, hopefully by Halloween. And at the end of the main production cut flower garden, there is a pond that Jason maintained. Let's say hi to the fishy real quick. Hello. Hi. Cream cheese, come here. Cream cheese. That's cream cheese. She's sleeping. Hello, cream cheese. Hi. Aw, she's so excited to see me. Hello. Yeah. Bye bye. And this is the view from the very end of our production cut flower garden. See the greenhouse right there, the vegetable garden right there, on the opposite side. And next to that vegetable garden is the cottage garden. And on this side of the greenhouse, I have a lot of stuff that I also use for my flower arrangements, like this raspberry, like this oregano flowers, and also the foliage. Lemon balm I put in my bouquet to make them smell good. Oh, look at this. This gonna be perfect for my bouquet. What else? Lemon balm right here. Apple mint. And this is spirea. Ornamental grass I grow in a pot. Scented geranium. Smells so good. And let's go back to the very front of my cut flower garden. And let's go through these two flower beds real quick. On this side I have the elderberry and that Japanese anemone. The very front here I have Comfrena. I also cut for my bouquet. And evergreen, which is the structure of this garden bed. Ornamental grass and some flowers that I pop up inside the garden. On this side I have celosia right here. Actually I have celosia on that side as well. Also sunflowers. The only difference is that this side I have the salvia. They are such a wonderful flowers and I will definitely grow them again. They are done, so I will just cut that back and harvest some of the good one for dry flowers. Next to it is the gnome house, and that is endless summer hydrangeas. I'm gonna wait a little bit until they're ready to harvest. On this little spot behind the pool, I have my granary garden zinnias. So this is zinnias that I collect the seed from last year. Do you remember on my zinnia bed, I pop up some other color and variety of zinnias mixed in between with the queen? This is it. This is what I collect from last year. You see the zinnia queen? It has the very unique color because I cross-pollinated between the regular zinnia queenie and this giant binary zinnias, and this is the result, guys. They give me very unique color. This is amebobium. I'm not sure I said that right. And more daisies. I am taking this bouquet that I made with you guys last night to the flower stand, and I hope it sells. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you have any questions or any comments at all, please drop in the comment section, okay? And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!